Does Regina have what it takes to MC?
You're being demoted. Oh, take this.
Or will she be stuck making name tags forever?
So Regina, after all that training, do you finally feel like you've been transformed into a real conference MC?
Oh, you know, Mushroom, that's a great question. I think I have been transformed thanks to your great training. I'm not the same person I was before we started this process. But you know what? I don't think I've gotten it all figured out.
What do you mean?
Well, this is my first time emceeing an Epic conference, and I have a feeling I'm going to be learning throughout the whole weekend. I think this is a lot like how God works in our lives, actually. He's always working to make us more like Jesus through my relationship with Him and through the others He's placed in my life. And there's always room for more growth. But what matters most in the process, though, is that I stay receptive and moldable to God's training.
But, so was it hard at any time when I yelled at you and made you cry during your season of training?
Of course it was hard. It was incredibly hard. But what helped me get through those hard times was remembering that you're a good and trustworthy trainer and that you can see what I'll eventually become even if I can't see it myself.
Well, that is very true.
Well, what about you? Were you always such a great MC?
That's funny, Regina. You know, I wasn't. I actually had to go through my own process and season of transformation. And you know, to be honest, I don't have it all figured out yet either.
Really? But you know so much more than I do.
Even though I'm only a couple of steps ahead of you, we're in this process of transformation together. And though it might feel painful at times because we can't always see the hand that's molding us, we can trust that God sees our transformed and finished products.
You're right. That's why we're so glad you're here with us this weekend. Think of this conference as a time to get away from the busyness and distractions of everyday life, and instead to focus on what God is doing or wants to do in your life.
We want you to be in a community of grace and truth, and to ask yourselves and each other the hard questions like, what does it mean to live a transformed life? And who am I really living it for? Our hope for you this year is that you would let God begin your transformation process.
Are you ready? Are you ready
To be transformed.
Are you ready to be transformed?
Are you ready to be transformed?